Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Good morning, guys. Wall Street futures are in the green as the market looks to recover from last week's losses and a recent 3-day losing streak, buoyed by fading government shutdown fears and cautious optimism ahead of key economic data. And these two factors are very dynamic and they can change on a dime. So expect some volatility. The S&P 500 remains up nearly 3% for September. I remember coming into September, we had news reports everywhere that September typically is one of the worst. Now they're talking the same way about October. So I think one of the lessons learned for me is not to listen to those kind of chatter and just focus on what the charts are saying. When I say what the charts are saying, I'm not about historical charts, but what is happening right now. Now, September is set for its strongest showing for this month in over a decade. While recent GDP and employment data highlight ongoing economic resilience, again, I have a big doubt about this. I'm working on a script separately for a video because I'm thinking, when in history have we had a situation where you have a country imposing a whole lot of tariffs and at the same time having a lot of political um, problems in-house, with institutions all struggling to avoid a constitutional crisis, and the economic data turns out rosy. The question is, what the hell is happening out here? Nothing makes sense. So I'm working on that. And if you guys have any ideas, please put that in the comment section so that I can consider while I'm doing that kind of review. Now, economic resilience is seen even as tariffs and upcoming government funding deadlines add headline risk. And inflation remains a concern, but is now tracking close to expectations as per the economic data that we are receiving. And traders are eyeing this week's job and manufacturing figures for clues about the Fed's next move. Defensive value sectors have taken the lead recently, reflecting investors' preference for risk management as Q4 approaches. And one of the biggest evidence we see of this is the strength of gold. Gold continues to be preference for central bankers as well as a lot of institutions and retail investors. And it's at all-time high and continues going strong towards our target. We'll talk about that when we see our chart. A sense of stabilization is emerging after last week's pullback, suggesting the broader market trend is shifting from cautious reversal back towards consolidation, with bullish undertones as shutdown anxiety subsides and global equities catch a bid. Nevertheless, volatility may persist given political and macro cross-currents. And even if you lift the debt ceiling and allow more debt to be piled, US is already having such huge debt, which is again a biggest concern. We are just validating that big debt is going to be even higher in the coming days. So I don't know how that is a good news. The only positive out there is that federal employees won't lose their jobs, and therefore their demand in the market continues to stay. So that's the only positive I see. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a huge cut, which actually needs stitches. Now, coming to the 5 biggest US pre-market stock movers and why they are moving. The first one I have for you is going to be a company called as STKH. And to show that, I'd like to go into the TradingView platform. We'll do that just momentarily. So let's go into the TradingView platform. I'll go into the future section where I'll temporarily put these stocks. Last week, we had spoken about GFS, J&J, Lilly, and W. Now I'm going to remove these stocks from here. And I'm going to add STKH. So as you will see, STKH is up 46.49% in pre-market session. So it is soaring on news of a breakthrough in lab-grown meat production that could accelerate regulatory approval timelines. So that's the excitement out here for STKH. The stock price is 4.33 as of the last close, and pre-market it's at 6.35. And guys, you'll have to do some technical analysis on this. And the stock has been dropping significantly over a period of time. it also went into splits. So the price that you're seeing here right now shows that the stock has had a lot of a very long history of continuing to fall. So the question is whether people are going to take profit out here and whether it's a opportunity to short this and make some money. Of course, I'm not a professional investor. I'm just a retail investor. These are my investment ideas that I'm looking at. You may do what you want with it, but please do your due diligence. Don't buy or sell based on what I'm saying out here. So having said that, I would like to look at the other stock that is moving today, which happens to be JFB. It's a construction holding company. And let's go into it and have a look at what it is doing this morning. It's up around, I would say, 89 to 90%, jumping after winning a major infrastructure contract, significantly boosting anticipated revenues. And if you look at the chart out here, it's relatively new, and we have the stock price from 6th of March 2025 onwards. So it has been on an upswing, and then it dropped somewhere around 8th of August. And since then, it has been moving downwards. Then there has been a little bit of consolidation. And today we have moved up. So one needs to study the history of this company, the reason why we had this huge drop. So look for news items around 8th of August 2025. And try to form your opinion on whether this is worth buying, because this is a company which is on the resurgence and you can go long on it, or if it's a short candidate. So that's another idea that I would like to leave out here. And the other stock I'm looking at is MRUS. This company, let's go to the charts. And this is a health technology company. It's in the biotech sector. And this morning, when I was looking at it, it was up 68%. And now it's up around 37.64%. So it has given up some of the gains that it had in the morning when I looked at it. And the reason it is up is because it got positive, it released some positive updates from a late stage oncology drug trial, and that's what caused the exuberance. Now we have to look into it in detail to see if it's worth shorting or it's worth going long on. But if you look at the overall trend out here, we could say that there was a bull flag consolidation, then a breakout, and then consolidation. So you have to do some research on this before you put money on it, but this is something interesting to look at. The other company that I want to talk about this morning is AVTX. Now, AVTX is, again, in the healthcare technology pre-market. When I looked at it, it was a 51% rallying following encouraging early results for its rare disease treatment program. And I don't have details of what exactly happened out there because I didn't have time to study that. Remember, these are all pre-market. But looking at the way it has been going up with the bull flag after bull flag, I think this could be something worth going long. So check it out and see what you make of it. And I'm also going to check this. If I like something I see there, I may probably make a video on this. But suffice to say that the market sentiment is bullish. MACD has gone bearish, but momentum is still above average. And this pre-market exuberance could be a turning point. So check it out and see what you would like to do with it. And the next stock I want to talk about is a company called DeWalt. The symbol is DVLT. And let's go into the chart out here and look at what it is doing. And now this stock has gone up significantly this morning. Yesterday we had a doji candle with a spike up and a spike down, and a reasonably wide enough body out here, but the spikes were significant, and it has been going up for the last 3 or 4 days. So this stock has got extremely bullish sentiment. MACD is supremely bullish. RSI is overbought, and we don't have any track record of RSI going this high before. Maybe we are setting a new track record. Pre-market, when I was looking at this, this was up 38%, and right now it's up 23.85%. It's a penny stock, I would say. It was $1.09 in the previous trading session, but this morning it's at $35. Highly risky, I would say. It's surged on securing a multi-year agreement with a Fortune 500 client for its AI data platform. And that's the reason why it has been surging. So you could check this out. These names are catching the pre-market attention thanks to clinical breakthroughs, big contract wins, and major partnership announcement, underscoring how high impact company news is driving volatility as the new trading week kicks off. The overall market is showing early signs of stabilizing after last week's short-term reversals, but headline risk and sector rotation remains key themes. So these positive aspects could also give a little bit of boost to our genomic sector. Let's go on to look at our futures. Hi, Hinf. Good morning. Good morning to you. And thanks, Hot Dog. Both of you, thanks for joining us this morning. And yeah, let's go on to the S&P 500 futures. You would see I have made a change to the diagram out here. I have put a parallel channel out here, which kind of indicates what is happening. And I think this parallel channel is the one within which the stock is moving, the index is moving. And this morning we are up 0.41%. MACD is just on top of the signal line. Momentum is pretty high. RSI still has plenty of room based on past track records. We have gone above 36.4. So I think there is room for S&P 500 to move up this morning based on this newfound enthusiasm. But I am starting to doubt the underlying economic data. I find it absolutely difficult to believe that despite such geopolitical volatility, despite the tariffs and preventing key firms from doing what they want to do. In other words, government interfering in NVDA, government interfering with TikTok, and government interfering with US Steel, all of these things, and there being arbitrary decisions, and there is no clear policy direction. With all of these things, if our economic data is coming out pretty good as per expectations and things like that, I'm starting to doubt that. I think there's a rug pull waiting to happen. This is my personal feeling. I would like you guys to comment on this because it seems too good to be true. There have been better precedents and there have been better economic times when small news like a war starting up somewhere has pushed the market down. So looking at all of these things, I'm thinking we are in bizarro world. But we have to follow what the chart says. The charts are saying there is strong momentum, so we have to go ahead with it. NASDAQ also is showing similar momentum upwards. It's up 0.53%. Today is going to be a day of gains. Dollar index is showing weakness. And then we have VIX, which is elevated. Despite VIX being elevated, we are seeing the futures moving upwards. So expect some volatility when the market opens. Gold is up 1.89%. This tells the true story. Many people do not believe what they are seeing. Maybe the economic data is not we think we have. Yeah, I hear you. And for gold, we have a target of 3,885. I think we are following that target. And we are already broken out of this parallel channel that we have. So now this parallel channel will end up being a support. If we confirm about this, we want to close above. And also we want to be above this, the last candle that we have here today. Today's candle is right now at 3830. So wherever this ends today, we want our candles to close above that in order to confirm that this parallel line of resistance on the top has now become a support. So we'll wait for 2 or 3 days to get that confirmation. But right now, RSI still has some room before it can get pushed down. MACD is also bullish. Momentum is pretty good. Market sentiment is also very bullish for gold. So I'm thinking gold is actually telling the real story. And we have put call ratio, which is indicating a good deal of bullishness out there. And we have the 5-year story, which I always keep on tracking, Canadian 5-year. Actually, the Bank of Canada governor has hinted that he could cut rates to support the market. And that is kind of cooling off the sentiment for Canadian 5-year bond. Likewise, the US 5-year bond is also settling down slowly. That is also helping the Canadian 5-year bonds. So I'm looking forward to them coming down. I've drawn a parallel channel, which I think is going to guide the Canadian yields. And this parallel channel kind of indicates to me that recession is already in there, or maybe in the works, and we have not yet identified. So I'm thinking that the rate cuts are ahead of us, and the market is going to drop from the bottom. And that's my thought process. Now let's go on and have a look at AI and look at NVDA first. NVDA is up 0.97%, marching towards the resistance of 183.38, and I think it's going to get support at 173.48. We have a reverse head and shoulder pattern which needs to play out. For that to play out, I think we have to break out of this resistance at 183.38. And we'll see what happens when that breakout happens. I'll do a new target for that. But right now, market sentiment is bearish. It has been improving for a while. MACD is also bullish, moving away from the signal line. And we have momentum, which is above average, but not picking up. So we'll see if NVIDIA is able to push through. Meta is up 0.74% in pre-market trades. Support continues to be 737.01. We had nicely set up for a target for a reverse head and shoulder pattern, but we started dropping back up again, and we have a double top out here, which is what we are working at. So we'll see what happens when the market opens, whether we continue going up and start forming bull flags. And then we have Google, which is up 0.93% in pre-market trades. It has spiked up significantly. It has covered the most recent gap up, but it still has a huge gap up from the past, and there's a huge support line at 226.46. And for today, I would say that we have a support at 244.68. And then look at Amazon, which is up 0.95% in pre-market trades after having steadily fallen for a long period of time. So I would say that we'll have support at 217.92. And look at Apple. Apple is down 0.37% in pre-market trades. It continues to have very strong support at the gap up location at 248.25. And market sentiment is bullish. Everything is bullish, unlike Amazon, where market sentiment is bearish. MACD is also bearish, and momentum is below average. Now let's go on to Microsoft, which is up 0.30%. It's been trying to crack through 514.72, but it has not been able to do. Will it succeed right now? I don't know for sure. We can see a faint outline of a head and shoulder pattern, reverse head and shoulder pattern. Is it going to materialize? Let us watch this, the candles as they evolve, because market sentiment is still bearish. MACD is still moving towards the signal line, and momentum is just at average. Next, let us look at Tesla, which is up 0.63%, and it's forming some kind of a consolidation pattern out here. Let us see what happens later on this day. With Tesla, I don't know what I can say, because personally, I believe Tesla is going to drop, but it has been resilient for a long period of time, and we are yet to see commercialization of Optimus Prime, and we are yet to see the EV robotaxi overcoming what Waymo has already achieved, and there are more competitors entering the robotaxi segment. So I'm thinking this is a fanboy thing happening, but my shorts are really suffering. I'm looking at what our subscribers are saying here. Joe Williams, the hot dog, is saying only a matter of time, but wall of worry can last a while with liquidity. Yes, there is going to be more liquidity because I think there is some kind of stealth QE happening. That's the only thing that can explain. But I've searched for signs of stealth QE. I don't find any signs out there. So I really don't know what the heck is happening, where that liquidity is coming from. Warren Buffett's also sitting on a lot of money. There are many people who have got money. In fact, I'm a small retail investor, but I have almost 60 to 70% of my portfolio in cash. So all this money is waiting to be deployed. But first, there has to be that drop that needs to happen. Nobody wants to put a lot of money at this elevated stage. And again, we are going to get rate cuts, which are always stimulatory. So God knows what's going to happen. Something is out of sync out here. Oracle is up 0.79%, but I firmly believe that Oracle is going to do a gap fill. So I'm waiting for that. Market sentiment is dropping slowly, even though it is bullish. MACD has crossed over to the bearish side. Momentum is just on top of average. So expect Oracle to come down. Again, personal opinion, not financial advice. Remember, guys, I'm a retail investor like yourself. AMD is up 0.53%. I'll still leave this double top potential target in place at 144.30. SMCI is up 0.48%. Broadcom is up 0.65%, and Palantir is up 1.14%. For Palantir, I've drawn a parallel channel, which indicates that we have some kind of a support out here at around 173.59 for today. And we have a resistance, which is going to be somewhere around $185 for today. For Palantir, market sentiment has turned bullish, but MACD is tending towards the signal line, showing a reversal again. I haven't done Rocket. We'll do it along with the Genomics, because that's where I think I tucked it away. SMH is up 0.86% in pre-market trades. I can see this like some kind of a bullish consolidation taking place out here. I would have a resistance today at 328.89. Tempus AI is up 2.50%. Will it be able to move back to the all-time high and crack the all-time high resistance of 90.28? I don't know whether that can happen, but I'm seeing a little bit of resurgence here after bouncing off the line of support, which will offer support today for us at 77.28. Now let us look at APLD, Applied Digital Corporation, up 1.84% in pre-market trades. It had gone up significantly, then pushed down from the resistance at 24.91, having met our target of 24.77. I am thinking that this is some kind of a bull flag consolidation happening, assuming the bull flag to start from 13.64 and go all the way up to this resistance of 24.88. That means it can fall down further, consolidate, and then break out and go up. We'll watch more candles to get an idea of what's going to happen. Right now, I'm not able to say with confidence. So I'm going to then look at what we have here. Where is Rigetti? I can't find Rigetti. I wanted to do Rigetti. I can't find it. So I'm going to, yeah, here we are. We have Rigetti out here. Rigetti is up 1.83%. It is doing a lot of consolidation out here, and maybe it could have a breakthrough. RSI has already bounced off the peak of 90.58, and it has cooled down a little bit. So I'm not going to do anything with Rigetti. I'm not touching it with the Bart's pole because I don't know what's happening there. I'll leave it where it is. Let's go on and have a look at Genomics. And Genomics Prime is continuing to march towards our target of 7.24. In my opinion, we are seeing some kind of a bullish consolidation. It could be a pennant or a flag. I don't know what it is, but it's up again 1.17% this morning in pre-market trades. And I would say that the resistance for it is going to be 5.28 today. It has to break above the previous day's opening. And I think it will get a support somewhere in the region of 4.87 today. Market sentiment is bullish. MACD is bullish. Momentum is pretty strong. So let's hope for the best out there. Intel is up 2.45% pre-market. The reverse head and shoulder pattern has already materialized. And we have also gone above the previous day's opening. The previous day had a bearish candle. I would say this looks like a bottoming tail, but it's not in the right place. But the sentiment I can get from here is that the sellers tried to push it down, but the buyers pushed it back up again. So there's a strong support out here. So I would think that we are going to continue gaining today. The biggest challenge will be to break above 17.52. If we manage to do that, then I'll become more optimistic. Caribou Biosciences is kind of showing resurgence. We have the double bottom out here, and I put a target of 2.43 for this double bottom. Let us see if we can meet this target of 2.43. Pre-market, we are up 1.88%. That takes us to 2.17. And I think our neckline out here is going to be the support, and that support is at 2.07. Market sentiment is still bearish, but it is tending towards neutral. MACD has become bullish, moving away from the signal line. Momentum is above average. Plenty of room on the RSI. So Caribou has got some momentum, some legs on here, in my opinion. And then we have Beam Therapeutics, which is up 2.26%. We had put a target for it, a cup and handle target of 25.63. We have already met that target. We went up a little bit and then we came down. So I'm going to look at this as a bull flag, and it's a bullish consolidation. Now, it's high time that this bull flag broke out so that it doesn't become a bear channel. So I want to watch the next 2 or 3 candles to see if we are broken out. If we are broken out from the breakout point, I can take this flagpole, put it at the breakout point, and project a new target for Beam Therapeutics. We are not there yet, so I'll wait for more evidence. Altimmune is down 1.25%. Again, support continues to be 3.37. Editas is up 1.23%. Support continues to be 3.20. Illumina is up 1.09%. Resistance continues to be 93.70. And we have CRISPR Therapeutics, which is up 0.76%. Nicely out of this regression channel that we have out here. And the top of the regression channel, which is at around 60.98, is going to be the support for today. And we have Allogene, which is up 0.80%. Resistance continues to be 1.36. Grail is up 1.28%. And I think we are trying to break above 51.30. Right now we are at 50.50. Once we break out about 51.30, I would be on the lookout to see whether we are going to do a double top. Double top is a bearish sign. So I want to be very careful. We want to break out and create a support line out here. And we want to confirm that and build a foundation on it before we can say we are out of danger for Grail. So I would be very careful. I would not enter into Grail at this stage. We have PICB, which is at 0.83 gain in pre-market action. Support continues to be 1.21. We are at 1.22. ARCG is up 0.89% in pre-market trade. Support continues to be 26.69. Vertex is up 0.25% in pre-market trade. Support for today continues to be 385.87. Right now, pre-market, we are at 386.70. Ginkgo Bioworks is showing some legs. It's up 2.96%. I'm carefully watching this to see whether this diagonal line of resistance from the previous bear channel is going to be an inferior bear channel support. We don't have evidence yet. We have to watch what happens. We need a few more candles for that. MACD is still bearish, and it's still bullish but tending towards the signal line, and the market momentum is bearish but tending towards the neutral line, and our momentum is just at average. So I think we are at a turning point. Ginkgo Bioworks could potentially move up, but we need a few more candles to give us some evidence, and then we'll be able to do some estimation out there. Unicure is up 2.01% after a stupendous gain. There's a huge gap up out here. So we'll have to watch what happens. Are we going to consolidate? We are quite elevated, and these kind of movements need some kind of legs. We don't have that as yet. So we are looking for some kind of consolidation happen out here. Supporting the consolidation theory is the RSI, which is super elevated. It has to cool off. Momentum, which is above average, significantly above average, very hot, it has to cool off. And also market sentiment is super bullish, that needs to cool off. It all has got to level off. And 2 days ago, Unicure executives have also sold share, which means that they themselves do not believe the shares should be this high. So expect some cooling off before forming a foundation and moving up. Now that said, IMTX is up 1.04%. I'm really happy that we broke above this minor line of support that we have out here. Let me pull this out. I'm going to do a little bit of adjustment out here post all these events happening. We had a reverse head and shoulder target, and finally we have met and exceeded the reverse head and shoulder target of 7.72. In the process, we have also gone to nearly another reverse head and shoulder. Another reverse head and shoulder was seen out here approximately. So all of those things have happened. Now we want to confirm about this line of support. So I would like us to close above this line today. And I would like us also to close above 7.72 in order to confirm that this orange line that you see here is a confirmed support. Till that time, I'm going to watch candles. Everything seems to be positive for IMTX. Precision is up 1.42% this morning until it breaks above 3.65. I'm not going to do much out here. And then we have Lilly. Eli Lilly is up 0.18%, moving towards the median of this regression channel, which happens to be at around 738.20. So that's the resistance for today. And the other one I'm looking at is RAR, which is Ultragenics. Ultragenics has got a lot of positive press coverage. It has to give us some kind of a positive sentiment. But right now, 29.52 happens to be a resistance that we need to crack today. And if we manage to crack that, then we are looking at another resistance, which is this diagonal red line. We'll talk about that when we are past that. Market sentiment, which was bullish, is kind of tending towards neutral. MACD, which is bearish, is trying to cross over the signal line to the positive side. And momentum is also starting to pick up. It's a transition stage for Ultragenics, so I'm cautiously optimistic. RKT, which Inf was talking about, is out here. RKT is up 0.41% in pre-market trades. I'm still not ready to give up on this cup and handles signal, which has formed over a long period of time. And I'm thinking that we could probably in the early stages of a reversal. Let's wait for a bit. The other rate cut is also around the corner. So I'm going to be cautiously optimistic out here on RKT. And yeah, that's about it. And that takes me to currencies. Let's go on and have a look at currencies. In case of currencies, I'm looking at Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, I have drawn a parallel channel. And today, the parallel channel has a key inflection point, which is at 112,148. And right now we are at 112,168, which means we have gone back into this parallel channel. That's a positive sign. So for today, I would say the support is going to be at 112,227 or something in that region. I'm going to leave the parallel channel as it is. And if we get into this parallel channel, I would look for confirmation to be within the parallel channel. And if that happens, I think we are going to plot some other indicators. So right now, I think market sentiment is still bearish. MACD is bearish, but trending towards the signal line to cross over to the bullish side. And momentum is below average. So Bitcoin looks weak. But as I said before, these instruments like Bitcoins and XRP are kind of mirroring what's happening with the indices. And therefore, they're going to move tandem with indices. Many companies are having them in their treasuries, like MSRT. So those Bitcoins are not going to come up. It gives a little bit of stability. So overall, I'm cautiously optimistic that Bitcoin will continue to move up. But right now, for the short term, I don't have any clarifications. Same is the case for Ethereum, which is showing the same kind of pattern, and for Solana as well, and for XRP also. And when it comes to XRP, there are some ETFs which are in the threshold of getting approval. So once that approval comes in, I would see a significant spike for XRP. Again, personal opinion, not financial advice. Guys, nothing is guaranteed. And if it was guaranteed, I won't be doing the YouTube channel. I'll be minting money and sipping some cocktails in a beach. So please be very careful. Don't get carried away by anything that I say out here. But I think XRP has got this triple bottom. And I think we could potentially look forward to a gain, significant gain, going up to 4.632. I have a little bit of XRP, but nothing is guaranteed. If things were guaranteed, we'd have been billionaires. So be careful on that count. So friends, that's all I have out here. And yeah, so before I leave, I would like to have a quick chat with you guys, and I'm back on the screen again. So if you have anything that you want me to talk about, or if you have any theories, please put that in the comment section. Let's have a little bit of interaction. If you have any tickers, a symbol that you want me to talk about, let's do that. If not, I'm going off to have my breakfast. Oh, you missed a Rocket? So with Rocket, I was saying that we are just cautiously optimistic. And let me go back there to show you Rocket, what's happening in Rocket. Let's just do a recap for you. Very quick recap on Rocket. It was in our Genomic section. It's a wrong place for it to be. But what I'm saying is that the cup and handle pattern has been formed over a long period of time. So that is a dominant bullish factor out here. And then we have this bull flag pattern out here, which is almost which was almost going to turn into a bear channel, but then we bounced back up again. Today we are up 0.36%. So I'm cautiously optimistic. Market sentiment, which was bullish, has already turned bearish. MACD is also bearish. And then if you look at the momentum, the momentum has picked up. It was just above average. So momentum is the momentum play is not supporting rocket right now. But I said that we are going to have more rate cut coming in, and all of that is going to be positive for this company. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I would like to see consolidation out here and movement upwards. So that would be ideal. And from a bull flag perspective also, that's what needs to happen. But until that happens, we got to be cautious. That's what I had said, Hot Dog. And Hot Dog is saying you should start a Discord channel. I tried doing that, Hot Dog. Actually, Inf had come and helped me set it up. I'm technologically challenged out there. And he had set it up for me, but I didn't know how to operate it. And nobody went into the Discord channel to do anything. So I just stopped using it. But I wouldn't mind starting a Discord channel and give you admin rights so that on behalf of ShareTreck, you could operate that and I can participate on it on a daily basis to keep the momentum going. If you feel comfortable, please let me know. As I said, this is a retail investor community that we are trying to create. I'm not going to hold tight control on ShareTreck channel. Anyone who is willing to participate is most welcome, not only to do a Discord channel, but also join me on screen to do various segments that we do or record videos on various stocks and put it up out there, or record geopolitical videos or macro videos, anything. I'm happy about that. So I would say that, most welcome. We are a genomic investment channel and also a retail investor community. So that's most welcome. And I can understand many of the viewers don't have time to do these kind of things. I can keep the heartbeat going on all of the initiatives that we do. So you're all most welcome to join me. I'm giving you my thoughts on various aspects, whether it is geopolitics, inflecting on the stock market, whether it is macroeconomics or theories about Bitcoin, various companies that we have. So always most welcome. I want a lot of you participating and it would be good. Oh, Jesse, finally got up early enough to call. Oh, thanks, Jesse. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, today I've done an extended session, Jesse, and maybe I could move our live stream up to start at 8 o'clock so that you can come in. But we also have Hot Dog from Australia. I think for him, it's a late night. So I'm trying to strike a balance out here. So thank you very much for joining us, Jesse. And what I was saying is that we could do Discord as Hot Dog was suggesting. And my feedback was that we are a retail investor community. We are building it. I'm not going to hold a stranglehold on ShareTreck channel. So I'm welcoming anyone who can manage our Discord channel to join. And we can do a ShareTreck Discord channel. It already exists, but it's defunct. I have even forgotten what the password is, etc., because no one was getting in that. Inf and his cousin had come in, this young chap, he set it up for me, but I'm technologically challenged. So most welcome to do that. And 5:30 a.m. in California, I know, Jesse, but yeah. Let me see. Hot Dog, are you okay if we push this behind by around, instead of starting at 7:45, we do at 8 o'clock? Jesse, can you join us at around 8 o'clock? It's 8:24 right now, so it will be 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't think you can do that. Yeah. Okay. So California and Australia are two different ends. So Jesse, what I will do is I'll try doing 8 o'clock. I'll also tell you why I'm keeping it further away from 9:30 a.m. That is because the real hot shots, right? Ex-traders who have become YouTubers, they are all doing pre-market session, which everyone wants to see. And I think we as a retail investor channel don't have the chops to compete with them. So I'm kind of shying away from going closer to 9 or 9:30. So from tomorrow onwards, I'll try to go for 8 o'clock, and let's see how it goes for 8 o'clock. And then we'll move it up slightly so everybody can get into the routine. And instead of closing it quickly, what I'll do is I'll have my breakfast. I'll be ready to stay a little bit longer so that I can catch Jesse coming in. So Jesse, if you have anything that you want me to do in terms of tech analysis or any comment on anything, please ask me in the chat section. I'll try to oblige. And Hot Dog, thanks for agreeing to come to 8 o'clock or a little later than that. We'll start with 8 o'clock tomorrow. I'm really happy today. I'm seeing a lot of you joining up. Thanks a lot, guys. This gives me hope that we can continue pushing through. Our subscriber count is high, but many people who were enthused and joined us have dropped in between. And in order to increase our viewer count for each video, which is the litmus test, we are going into the 3 digits now. I'm trying to improve the content of my canned videos, and you can see there is a lot of improvement. So just feel free to think about it and give me some feedback how we can make it better. There is also a YouTube feature called Hype. I have not personally seen it. I've tried to check it out, but I have Googled it up and asked YouTube Hype how it happens. Whatever it is saying, I'm not able to find on YouTube when I go into it, but I keep on getting email from YouTube saying that I should encourage my subscribers to use the Hype feature to promote the channel to their friends and other people in their circle. Check it out if you can help me out that way. And also I welcome each and every one of you to become part of content creators in our channel. If you want to participate, let me know. I'll organize a Zoom video. I'll work with you on the script and work with you on interviews so that we can can it and put it out on the channel. Okay, guys, take care. Thanks and have a great day. I'll catch up with you again. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and a great week ahead. Bye for now.